It's 4 in the morning. The city is asleep, but down in the kitchen of a local cafe, our baker is already facing a high-stakes moment. Before she even turns on the ovens, she has to make a choice. She has to decide exactly how many croissants to bake. If she makes too many, she loses money on wasted ingredients and labor. If she makes too few, the pastry case sits empty, and she loses out on sales from hungry customers. The real enemy here is uncertainty. Without knowing who will walk through that door in a few hours, picking a number out of thin air is basically a gamble with her livelihood. There is a practical way to handle this, though it often gets a bad rap for being overly academic: statistics. We tend to think of it as just a subject for textbooks, but it's actually a way to find clarity in the middle of a mess. At its heart, statistics is about replacing a blind hunch with a solid plan. It gives managers a way to look at the unknown and make a choice they can actually defend. To see how this works, we move from the kitchen floor to the back office. Now, statistics actually means two different things. The first is what we call the plural sense. This is simply the raw, daily facts of a business, written down as numbers. You can see these numbers piling up line by line. Every sale, every delivery, and every expense gets recorded here, creating a physical record of everything that has happened in the shop. But a single number, like one receipt for a coffee, doesn't tell us much, influenced by things like the weather, the day of the week, or local events. That brings us to the second meaning, statistics in the singular sense. This is the science of handling that mountain of facts. It's the set of methods used to organize and make sense of the noise. Think of the data as the raw ingredients and the science of statistics as the recipe. It's the tool helping a manager turn a stack of old receipts into a clear story. Let's put those tools to work on the baker's records and see how they solve problems. The first thing these methods do is simplify things. Instead of looking at thousands of individual sales, we condense them into a summary that's easy to understand. Once organized, patterns emerge. We see exactly when sales peak and drop off over a typical month. Next, we look for relationships. Layering a record of local rainfall over our sales chart shows how outside factors drive customer behavior. The connection becomes obvious. When it rains, more people buy pastries. The numbers reveal a direct link we'd miss just glancing at the books. Finally, the baker can use this to look ahead. By checking tomorrow's forecast and calculating the odds of a storm, she can estimate exactly how much extra she needs to prep. She's no longer just hoping for the best, she is acting on evidence. She has turned past information into a plan for tomorrow. This same process happens across the entire economy. Every business uses these principles to stay afloat. As companies grow into global corporations, the owners are no longer there to see every transaction. The business becomes a massive, complex machine. In these big organizations, managers can't rely on their gut. To make decisions that affect thousands of employees and millions of dollars, they need solid information. They use statistical methods for everything, deciding what to buy, how to market their products, and how to check the quality of every item coming off a factory line. To handle the sheer volume of data, these companies use technology on an industrial scale. They have entire systems designed just to process the millions of facts they collect every day. The tools get bigger, but the goal is the same. Whether it's a neighborhood bakery or a global tech firm, management is about your ability to turn numbers into knowledge. This brings us back to the one challenge every leader faces: the need to make a move today without knowing what tomorrow looks like. Statistics doesn't give you a perfect view of the future. It isn't a guarantee that every choice will be right. It's more like having a set of navigational tools when you're sailing through a thick fog. You can't make the mist disappear, but you can see enough to keep moving forward safely. Ultimately, you can think of statistics as a way to make the wisest possible decisions, even when the future is unknown. By understanding how to look at facts and find the patterns within them, you're learning how to lead with confidence in a world that is always changing.